We couldn't use it? That's unlucky. Alright. Let's go over to Kjøveskjær then. I'm going to spend these... Oh, no, wait. What am I doing? We've still got some shards, haven't we? We have 117 shards. Hold on. We'll go... Wait, hold on. There's a thingy chest there. No, a weapon chest. Receipt in 5 minutes. We'll see. Whew. We're going to push it to the limit, I think. But let's see. Where's that weapon chest? There it is. Right, let's go. We've got 5 minutes. I feel like it's doable with the mob groups being at the size they're at right now. Just got to get out of this area. And then we just got to see what it even is. If it is... Alright, it's light. Ah, it's fine. If it's light, then it's only 125. We're going to get it easily. I mean, we'd get it if it was 150, but it would just take a little bit longer. Alright, there we go. We have it. Okay. And then we've used all our shards successfully. I mean, hey, look, we tried. I mean, we got quite a few legendaries and we nearly got a chest piece. That would have been good. That chest piece would have been usable. If it just didn't have such a low roll on max life and damage, that would have been doable. Because all I would have to do is roll one offensive stat on it and we're good. The issue is now, if I roll my chest piece out now, which would work, it's too expensive. It's like a couple mil per roll. Which sucks. And it doesn't give me max life, it only gives me damage. It's like 2.7 million a roll, I think. At the minute, and I just can't afford to do it. I don't think it's. Let's have a look. 1.6 a roll, but we need. Now it's 2 million a roll.
Have to go work on the pool. Nobody can go swimming.
Marksman skill, controller. We just need max life, bro.
Go work on the
But look, it just won't. It won't give us max life. Like. It keeps giving us thorns and shit. It's now 3 million a roll. So we're broke as shit, but I thought I'd try it. It's worth a shot because if we... Now it's at a point where there's no point rolling it. It's at that 3 mil.
Had the energy to fucking game or anything afterwards.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, look at the team comp we have.
Just lay here.
Sword, tunic. Yeah, we'll do that then.
Well, you can heal. That's about it. You gotta heal the whole team. 3 tanks. You gotta heal the 3
Yeah,
tanks.
good luck with that.
Yep, come on. Come on. Heal.
Soldier 76 the healer.
You're gonna have to.
788, no.
Lisa, Reinhardt, and Zarya. Let's go.
769, can't really do that. Nope. And these two aren't actually usable. We're just looking at the powers. 771 is a daze, damage with dual wield weapons, shadow damage, and damage with range. See, that would be okay if it didn't have such pointless stats and it was so low. 771, because the problem is, right, is what makes it so hard to get a roll is that you don't really want to be sacrificing a lot of item power or armor. What you want is something that's going to give you... So really, if we could roll anything on it, would be nice. But yeah, it's just not having it. The world boss is up in 30 minutes. Right. Go here for a moment.
Here, Symmetra setting up.
Oh. Oh. Damn, man. Right. I've got to go take care of something quickly because it's getting on for 5:30, which I have to do something quickly. So I'm just going to throw YouTube on for a sec. We'll just put something on and then I'll quickly go do that. Then I'll be back and then we'll carry on farming either PvP, Nightmare Dungeons, do the world boss. You get the idea. So we'll do that.
I almost had her. You didn't have to.
I won't be too long. Let's come on. Where's Eddie Hall? Yeah. The strongman lifting, the ninja warrior one. Is the thing still saved on here? Because that's quite funny. I'll say.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Heals on point. Heals. Look at this.
Let me just quickly put this on. Right, let me skip through to I think where it was before.
Payload. What the fuck?
Let me see where it was. I think it was where he fell in the ball pit. You know what? Let's just skip it back to like there.
Oh,
Right, I'll be one
tore
sec.
my ballsack open, that did.
2 minutes, 27 seconds.
Is that some kind of record?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think for the
It's,
world's strongest man. it
Yeah.
is,
Oh yeah,
definitely.
far going in that
That
room.
was actually horrendous. Oh god. Oh god. This is basically the split. You will not be defeated.
1 minute 40.
Right, so that's harder than it looks, isn't it? So that is stage 1. So stage 2, shall we say across there, across the ankle snapper.
Yep.
And then first to cross the cargo net.
Hang on, you've had a rest.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, that looked nasty. So if you fall in, you've got to climb back out and start again, have you? Did it, touched it. That counts. Official referee says that counts.
It's gonna last for a bit.
Jesus Christ.
Heal.
Oh, this one's got the trainer stuck.
Oh, gross.
Oh, start again. Nope, start
Did
again.
it, did it,
No,
did
no, no, no. Start again.
This one. That's horrendous. There's the river. Right. That's stage 2 done. That's stage 3 over there. Right. Next course. So that's one each. We're going to go down these, climb on that climbing wall, and then back monkey bar hoops, which absolutely looks solid. A cargo net, and then we're doing the swingies back. I don't think either of us are going to be able to complete this, but what's the weight limit here again? 20 stone.
Yeah, officially. Sorry.
So how heavy is that? 125 kilo. I'm only 170, so
3, 2, 1, go.
there's no way I'm gonna not fall in on this. What's that about me, Bumwall?
You have to commit, just do it.
I'm committing, all right. I'm up here. It's right for you holding that camera.
That was scary. I thought we were gonna die in that little room. With the reaper.
Oh, oh my god.
How did that not hit?
2 minutes, 22 seconds.
Right, just for here. Right, we'll let Pat go. Start again. Wait. Shut up.
Stop it.
Edward.
Stop it.
Ooh. 1 minute 25.
Fake time. Fake time, fake injury. It's all fake. Next one, cross the monkey bars. 3 cargo nets.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my god! Oh, honest to God, that knackered.
Stop blocking my shit off.
I've got foam in my eye.
There's a reaper behind you with the ball.
Oh, I give up on that one. Mate, how much do these move?
A lot.
I wasn't expecting that.
you're purple.
Right, we'll call that one a draw. So what's that, 2-1?
No, 2-1 to you.
2-1 to you. Right, this looks like one of the easiest ones, but I just get the feeling it's going to be one of the hardest. 6 swings to the finish line. Are you ready? So, Anna, on you.
You can't touch it.
Sorry, didn't realise this was prison rules.
Go.
Yeah. Hang on, do it. You can't just take the piss with it, Anna. This is dead serious
You
stuff.
weren't listening to me.
Come on.
On your marks, get set. Are you ready? On your marks, go.
Oh, my hamstrings. Yeah. Looks so easy, but it's so far away.
Dude, you got Matcha, look at you.
All the ropes are different lengths, that's the problem.
May.
That was ridiculous.
Hi.
Right.
Bloody hell!
Bloody hell! Oh. Ah. Right, calm down. Oh, did you see that magic Yoda trick I just did? Bloody hell. This is horrendous.
I'm dead.
Do that.
Came in like a wrecking ball. I can do this. Oh, slap me up the ass at me.
There's a little pad hack right here.
It looks so easy.
One eternity later.
Sounds about 5 minutes.
Again, that's got to be a record. Oh my god. Took a chunk out my shin. Right, we're on now what we call the adult Ninja Warrior course. So, I mean, this is quite daunting really, but got to jump from pad to pad, run over the ankle snapper, go on the wheels, so you've got to get the momentum, get to the other side of the spinning wheels, and then it's the pole dancing poles, so I might get a bit of dirty on there. Never know. Cross the pole dancing poles, onto the hoops, cross the hoops, and then we're on the spider wall where you've got to go in between the glass panels, and then last but not least, the vertical wall.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Right, I just had to do something quickly. Done out of the way.
Yourself up.
Yeah.
Jump.
Cool. Right. We'll go back now. Okay. Yep. Obviously we've been logged out. That's fine. No problem. Oh, controller's low. Hey, can you stop doing that? Right. Drop that. There we go.
Big one's hacked again.
Oh. Game broke.
What?
Okay, nice.
Awesome.
Okay. Hopefully, yep. Earn. No problems, no problems. We're back in. Let's get it, baby. Oh, man.
Make sure you guys are ready to go.
Okay. Tier 44, no healing potions and that. That's annoying. Well, we got any decent ones?
What?
Abandoned Mine Works. That's only good for the first half. The next half sucks. Sunken Ruins. Oh, we can't do that.
What'd you say?
We could try the Zenith one. Because that's not that bad. That's not bad. Because that Zenith one, it's only got disabled healing potions and regen, but regen's not too bad for us. because we sort of do burst damage. Like we build up our damage and then it all just hits at once.
No.
So
You can do it with the pill if you want. Yay. Oh, look at that.
right, potion on. Oh, it's this dungeon. Okay. Hit them, that's all fucking free XP that is right there, man. Fine.
Yeah, I gotta go get my kid real quick.
I guess, yeah, I guess there's mobs supposed to come down from the top then. Because I don't think they've updated anything yet in the game. Just ain't paying enough attention. Right. Oh, wait, did that go down? Yeah, it did. Oh. No. Alright. Yeah, so what we're looking for is really a chest piece that has that on it. So... Right. Conduit Shrine, nice. Not at the minute. I just finished Helltide. And then I quickly masturbated because, you know, when you do a Helltide and you've been in there an hour and you're just busting. So then I come back and then in a minute I'm just doing a Nightmare dungeon. Then I'm going to probably go back over. Our PvP area is just way too good. But I'm sitting there like, well, you know, not very entertaining running around in circles. So I sort of just switch it up. I just like how mindless it is. That you don't even have to think. I was going to say, I don't understand why they're not out now. Because they should be, realistically, they should be out before they even do any patches at all. Because that's kind of the whole point of patch notes, is like, so you understand when, you know, well, what's going to happen once, you know, and prep yourself. But yeah, they're like, nah, fuck you. We're not releasing these patch notes, bro. Not for a long time. I've already got one. That one. I want that one. Yeah. Well, it is his, like, his thingy class, to be fair. It's his main class, isn't it? So, well, the class he only plays, he must know everything about that class. The best build, the way to min-max, what gear to look for, what exact stats to have, like... I mean, he needs to be that good at this game because it's the only fucking thing he can do. It's the only thing that's his main squeeze, is literally Diablo. So it's kind of his job to be that good at the game and know that much. weird. Doesn't seem like fish comes on this game that much. Maybe I just missed. Oh, actually, wait, no, I know. Well, I don't have that dude added, do I? Oh, yeah, that's why. Yeah, I don't have him added, that's why. Yeah, wasn't even thinking about that. That's why I don't see him. Oh, well, I'm not adding him, I can't bother. Too much effort. But yeah, but it doesn't feel like they've changed anything in the game yet. From what, I don't know when the change is meant to go live. The patch notes might go live. Maybe it's because the patch ain't even started yet. I don't know. I thought it would have though, because I think it was like 9:30 till 2. I don't know the time zone it comes under. Is it Pacific time? I think. I'm not sure. It might be Pacific. Help, no. Don't even know why you bother asking me for help. Rather just leave you to die.
The thing about the hardcore characters with this Woody Joe is technically cheating what he's doing.
What? Yeah, what's he doing?
Because he made the maximum characters, right?
Yeah.
And then when he gets duplicates of gear,
Yeah.
really good, he sends it to his other characters and leaves it on the level 1 character. In case
Oh,
he can't
yeah.
use his main character, then when
Yeah,
he
it is.
has
Well,
the main character,
that
he
is.
has the gear for it.
Yeah, that is basically cheating, but that's what's funny is they'll allow you to do that, but they won't allow you to log out in case you might die. I'd rather have a live service game that has no traits of a live service game whatsoever. It's funny, like they're just the morals of the fucking devs are so skewed on this game, man. It makes no sense at all. So weird. But I don't know.
I see something about like people saying about the servers.
What about
They
them?
were saying that you know that DDoS thing that apparently happened.
Yeah.
They're saying that's Blizzard saying that they got DDoS. How shit the servers are.
Well, I mean, why would you? But what would be the benefit to that? What?
Because then it looks like they're being DDoSed.
Okay.
Then the blame doesn't go back on them. You know what I mean? For their servers being so crap.
Yeah, that's not how DDoSing works. But I don't know what people are talking about.
Well, that's
You don't-
the video that I watched from
You don't
that's
get-
literally what they said.
No. But what I'm saying is like the servers have been crap for weeks. They haven't been being DDoS for weeks. DDoS attacks aren't.
No, but I'm saying like you know the thing that happened the other day where we couldn't even get on.
Yeah. Oh, you're just saying that
Saying that
the
was a
servers.
attack.
You're saying that the servers were so bad that people couldn't get on, and then they blamed it on a DDoS attack. Oh, I thought you meant like that the servers, because the servers have been shit since we've been playing the game. It's because of crossplay. But I see what you mean. You just mean the bit where the servers basically wouldn't let people on. You're saying they're blaming that on a DDoS. Well, it's possible. I mean, it's not the first time I've seen it happen. You know, just to make you push the blame on someone else. How are you going to prove it that it's not that? So, do you know what I mean? The only way you could prove that is by getting the server's IP and then just push and then pinging a packet back and forth to see what the ping is on the server, because it will tell you what the ping is for that server, and then if it was ridiculous, then obviously I'll be DOSed. Or if your ping doesn't even reach, would be another way. Don't think anyone needs to go that far though. Yeah, it's possible. I was going to say, like, all of the lag that I've had in this game pretty much seems to all come down to crossplay. As soon as I turn that crossplay off, I've not had an ounce of lag. Like, I've had more lag in real life than I have in this fucking game since I turned crossplay off. Like, it's not even funny how perfect this game runs when you don't have that dog shit setting on and playing with those crusty PC players, man. So much better. Wait, what does that do? Oh! I've never even done that before. I didn't even know you could do that. Don't even know why you'd need this, but I didn't even know you could full screen the Paragon tree. You know, by pushing your right stick in. I didn't even pay attention to that. I don't even know why you need to, I don't even know why you do that. Maybe if you want to screenshot a build, I guess, but even then it's quite shit because you'd have to screenshot 1 and then 2 and 3 you could do, and then 3 and then like 4 and 5 you that's just still shit. I don't know why you do that. That's weird. Oh well. I love how they have that feature in the game but don't have one where you can refund all Paragon points. What?
Yeah,
It's
it's a joke trying to take all those points out.
I mean, I'm not going to do it, but at the same time, I don't understand it. The world boss is up in 6 minutes, so I'm going to head over to the world boss first, and then I'm going to go over to PvP. Because there's no point going over to fucking PvP for 6 minutes. Yeah, weird stuff. I'm curious. Yeah, I'm going to go look at the patch notes in a second as well when I get over to this world boss. So. But yeah, I think I'm going to stop playing this game probably around the 30th. Because I want to take... I'm not going to push to 100 because I want to take a break from this game before I come back to potentially doing a season. Because if there's really nothing else to play and nothing else is going on, you might as well play the season even if it's shit. Because there's nothing else to do. Oh, it's a Shava. You should come over here. You might get your mount if you don't already have it.
I'll load up now.
Might as well try it. You got 6 minutes, so you got plenty of time to get over here. I'm gonna go have a look at the patch notes as well. Well, presuming they come live. Let's have a look. Nope, they're not in there yet. Nope.
A lot
Well,
of people in Woody Joe's chat are saying that the patch is probably not even going to come out today.
no, I'm thinking it's not. I'm confused because they've not pushed any patch notes at all. Oh,
One
that
thing I will say is when patches go through, it's usually 6 o'clock.
is it.
Yeah, for most games, it's usually 6 o'clock when the patch will go through.
Yeah, but they're not doing... Yeah, but normally the patch notes will come out before the patch. So you know what's coming out before they even start doing it. It's not...
No reason.
Maybe they haven't written.
Maybe they're not sure if the patch will be ready.
That's also another point. I mean, they might not have even written the patch notes. You do. I mean, it's literally just someone typing up on a fucking Word document and pasting it into the forum fucking message box and hitting send. It's, you know, it's... They might not have even written. Like, it's not a complicated process. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to lie, like, I feel like I've not really had the shit network issues on this game. I mean, yeah, I had that issue with the crossplay, but if I'd have turned that off from the start, if I'd have known it was crossplay, I wouldn't have had any network issues, because all of those issues I was having was just because of crossplay. As soon as I turned that bitch off, my game's running smooth like fucking baby shit. So, it's just, yeah. I've invited you. You can just TP on me. Yeah. There's quite a few people over here. Not that you need it. You kill this thing by yourself, so it doesn't really matter, but, you know. Oh, we've got Andrew Tate. It's the top G. Ooh, I thought this dude was a...
You see that thing that happened with Andrew Tate? He's getting charged, isn't he?
Yeah, but he made a response video, and I did watch it, because, you know, staying in the loop's always interesting, because that guy always has something crazy to say. And he was talking about how, well, his side of it.
Oh, that guy's mount is.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want a mount like that.
Yeah, is that
Crusty ass horse.
is that the Avarice one, or is that ain't that the one from the shop? That mount. I don't know if it's that one. Have a look.
I don't know. I don't think there's any mounts in the shop that cool.
No, it might be the Avarice mount or something. I'm guessing it'd be Avarice or something that looks like that. No. There is a pretty cool one.
Oh, actually, there is a.
The weight.
Yeah, that might be. You know.
The weight of gold is probably like the best looking skin in that store, in my opinion, for the horses. I don't know that.
That skin, that horse might be out of the store because there's a new mount in there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, I mean, it looks
similar.
don't get me wrong, it looks cool, but at the same time, it's like you can't really see much of the details, and you have to think like when you're in combat and stuff. It's like when you with cosmetics, you can't even see your character. There's that much going on the screen.
That mount is crazy looking.
Which one? The weight of gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a cool looking mount. It looks insane. don't get me wrong, I'd never buy it, but it looks cool.
I wouldn't buy it. Hell no.
Hell no, this game is never going to get any of my money because there's absolutely no benefit to getting any of it because the cosmetics you're never going to see, really, and
It's in the druid cosmetics.
well, yeah. I've saw people complaining about them on Twitter and stuff and on Reddit, talking about how bad they are. Yeah, because they make compare. All right, then what's this guy doing? The fuck is this? No. But yeah,
Buy that map. You have to buy that. They're so scummy.
most of them do it. Valorant does it as well. Yeah, yeah. All of them. All of them do that. Yeah, all of them do it.
That's so scum.
It's basically the idea is that the packs that would put you close to it will always put you just short, so you have to buy then another pack. That's basically.
And then it's like when you
Yeah.
like, say if you have like 500 currency left over, and then they're like, oh,
Yeah.
200 currency to this, I can buy something else. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
bullshit, like the way they've done it.
I mean, at the end of the day, he's got into the fucking arena. Look, he's got through it. Little barrier. Look at him, look. He said that you can't get there. He's in there, just chilling. I'd laugh if he got one shot attack come out the fucking ground. It just kills him. That'd be funny. No, yeah. All of them do it. Valorant does it. Valorant's horrendous. Like, they have, like, the Radionite points, which is how you upgrade your skins. So you buy the skin, right? Then, to make it actually look cool, you have to then pay a separate currency to upgrade it. And that currency, they always have a thing since the start of the game. Because I played it basically in beta. And they always have it on discount where they say, oh, it's like 40% off. But it's always been like that from the start. So it's never actually 40% off. They just they give you fake discounts. It's like a fake discount thing to make it seem like you're getting a good deal. Yeah, Riot are really, really scummy with their store. Like, they really rinse you. Yeah.
Yesterday, it says on there, right, that you can buy all the Overwatch World Cup Apex skins or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
For like, I think it's like 6,000 currency, and it's like, oh, you're getting 70% off. It should be like 25k. It's like, dude, they're reskinned standard skins.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they're not even anything special. They're literally standard skins in different colours.
Oh yeah. It's just funny how I wish that dude died coming out of there. It'd just be funny. I don't like this fucking guy. I prefer the Avarice in gold because he doesn't fucking move around too much. Oh, he's got a bubble down for me. No, I mean, he can't even break my shield. It can't even break me. I stand in all the red zones of these guys. I can stand in every single red zone without a sweat. So you've got more survivability than me. So that's not even a question.
Impressive.
With imbued skills, no, that's trash. That's trash. Well, worth a try. I mean, you know, it's a world boss. I mean, not really a world boss. It's honestly more like a fucking delve boss at this point because it doesn't have any health.
Oh, I seen something funny yesterday. Oh, mate, one of those deaths on the fucking hardcore thing was fucking hilarious. This dude was like level 85, went into a cellar. I didn't even know this. The fucking butcher can spawn in a cellar.
What?
Yeah,
What?
he's just sitting at the end waiting for
What
you.
the fuck?
Apparently he's worse to fight in the cellar than he is in a normal dungeon.
Well, yeah, because you can't run away from him, can you? Oh, he's stronger.
Like,
Oh, also,
yeah,
what?
he literally fucked this guy up.
Why didn't? Out of curiosity, why didn't he just go back out the cellar? Like, go out, back out the
He
entrance.
got stunned and pretty much instantly.
Oh. Because, I mean, I would think that you could just walk out the cellar. And then you wouldn't have to face him.
It's quite a long walk. It's quite a long walk. It's not really a long walk.
To be fair, I mean, that'd be... Yeah, but he should have at least tried. I mean, that's just death. Fighting that dude in there. He probably tried to fight him.
That, yeah, he could spawn in there.
Yeah, I've never seen him, so I didn't even know he could. To be
I don't
honest.
even go in the cells.
No,
I did it at the start to try and get the
Goblin thing.
Goblin thing.
Yeah. I got it once when I was early. It was like in my 20s, but I've never had it since, and I don't go in them anymore. So yeah, there's no real point to it anyway.
Bless and thank you. Another time then.
That looks worn. I can fix it.
Yes, another Tree of Whispers cache. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it did that. It rolls over. So, like, I got 5 from that world boss, but because I was 1 away, it rolls over to the next bar. So you don't lose full. That's cool. It's always nice that, you know, that's a little quality of life thing.
Can't do that here.
Well, that's your time on this game. Done. You just fucking, now you can go off. You just come on just to do the world boss. Did you get the Shava mount?
No.
Did you check your bank? Because that's where it goes.
Oh no, I didn't check it.
It goes in
What,
the...
does it?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
Pick it up.
Oh, it went in my bank and I didn't have a full inventory at the time. It went straight into my bank. So, and that's where I saw it. Because I didn't even know I had it. And I went into my bank and it was just sitting there.
Always smart.
Don't even use it, but, you know. Trap skill. You got a good chest piece yet?
I got an alright one.
Blessings on you, friend.
Yeah, I've still been struggling. I got an alright one earlier, but it was... The problem is with these chest pieces, they actually need to be like a pretty high roll as well, because otherwise I'm losing armor. So you have to get like a high roll plus get the stats. Trap skill damage, marksman skill, that's 806, but look how shit the stats are. I can't use that.
The rings as well, the rings are the things that are going to annoy me because of the stats they need to have on them. They're fucking just annoying to get. I need lucky hit chance.
Yeah.
Crit strike, vulnerable, and max health. And I haven't seen anything where I even have the potential to roll, like, you know, one of the stats off with the 3 stats start.
Yeah.
Fucking horrendous.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking rough, man. I mean, I might be able to roll this. Maybe. I'm trying. The thing is, I don't like... Because the thing is, you don't want to lose too much armor from where you're at. Or else kind of like it negates the idea of having a more defensive chest piece. Because you're actually losing armor, which is the only thing that actually has any defense in the game. Because resistances don't work.
I see the thing about that resistance thing, yeah, I actually seen something about that.
What, are they fixing it?
Yeah, it said it will be fixed by season 2.
What?
Yeah,
How do you... What? Season 2?
Whole fucking thing, and it doesn't
Yeah.
work, and they're like, yeah, we'll fix it in 3 months' time. Like, huh?
Wow. Oh, well, I'm fucking broke. I rolled that chest piece. I've run out of money.
You know what that means, though, don't you? That means that shit is, like, it doesn't, like, it's just, like,
Yeah,
stat
yeah.
that shows, but it
Don't do
hasn't
anything.
been coded in to do shit.
No. Well, if it was a genuinely, like, core thing in the game that was required, they would fix it. They're not fixing it just because of that.
Beta stage, mate, that game is.
This game is in beta, yeah. Yeah, but most games are. Like, whenever the funny part about it is you could tell straight away with this game that it wasn't developed for 10 years. This game was developed in about 2 years, maybe 3.
Well, the thing that annoys me is they
Like-
said it. Everyone else in the beta, oh, we're gonna get a gem stack, and they're like, yeah, it'll be there on release. Still
No.
never.
No, there's some... The problem is with Blizzard is they don't... The thing that sucks is Diablo is become a shit game, not because it's a shit game, but just because it's been released at the wrong time. It's been released in a time where Blizzard are purposefully tanking all of their products because of this Microsoft deal. Because that's the thing. If this game was to come out, if this game had to come out, say 3 years ago, right, instead of now, this game would be about 10 times better. Because this game, you got to remember, this game comes out, right, in the middle of a financial crisis where most of developers, right, most development studios, including Blizzard, have laid off a good portion of staff. So they've got less people working on this game, but the same amount of work, right? Then you've got the problem of all of the executives trying to squeeze every inch of money they can out of all of their products and then dry up all the player base because they don't want Microsoft to have any players when they transfer over the company. You know, so with those two things, this game really stands no chance. Like, this game will die, like, because they don't want it to survive. I mean, it's not necessarily the devs, because the devs don't get to choose whether this game survives or not. It's all on the executives. The executives choose whether this game lives or not, because it's their final say, the director's final say on what goes in this game and what the developers are allowed to work on. So the developers have really no say in this game whatsoever. That's why all these games are so shit, because the directors and the executives are the ones that decide what goes in the game and what should work in which way. Which is why everything is very microtransaction-y and not an actual fun game. Which is what this game is. It's a little bit unfortunate, but hey, what can you do? Ooh, what the fuck's going on? But we'll see with this game. Like they would need to do some crazy stuff with this to make it up to where it should be. The standard that people were expecting for a game released 10 years later. Like, this game's giving me Cyberpunk vibes. It's not as bad as Cyberpunk because this game actually works. But it's fucking, you know, it's closer to Cyberpunk than it is to a complete game.
Cyberpunk's actually really good, by the way, right now.
Yeah, supposedly, but it's still...
I've watched a few videos on it. They just released some DLCs for it.
Yeah, I've seen other things saying it's a very buggy mess still, though. Even after 2 years of updates, because there's still infinite damage and infinite money glitches everywhere, phasing through walls, no clip. So, I don't know, and that wasn't that long ago. So, I would never play it. Anyway, so it makes no difference to me what state it's in. The thing is, there's just no point to it, because, you know, they set an expectation that this game was going to be the next best fucking thing, right, since The Witcher 3, which means it would have been better than Elden Ring, right? And then they just basically brought you nothing. Brought you something that's worse than The Witcher. Worse than most games, honestly. And then obviously that leaves you with Elden Ring being by far the most superior map density with the variety and the size.
Well, the thing about Cyberpunk is they went all out with the whole immersion thing, which fucked the game.
Well, that's because they didn't do it right. I mean, there's more immersion in fucking the latest fucking Watch Dogs than there is in that. And that Watch Dogs game was built in a year. I mean, in that Watch Dogs game, they literally have every character has individual AI programmed to repeat in different routines like people do in daily life. They could do that in a year in that Cyberpunk game, but they couldn't do it in fucking not in Cyberpunk, sorry, in Watch Dogs. They couldn't do that in Cyberpunk in 10 years, which makes no sense at all. Because that Watch Dogs game was only built in a year to showcase the new next-gen consoles. That's what it was built for. And they literally did a better job than Cyberpunk in 1 year than Cyberpunk did in 10 even. You get the idea. But, yeah. It is what it is, man. I never had high hope, like really high hopes for this game just because of the time it's being released in. Just a very shit time where the devs have no say over whether the game will be good or not. And it's just all about making money. I mean, what game can really survive that? The only way that a game comes out that's good is if the executives want it to be a good game and not the developers. Developers get no say in it anymore. But what can you do? Thought that was a chest then. That's probably why Minecraft is so good. Because you don't have to rely on on executives to make games good. You can just have your own private server that has all like individual, even privately coded plugins if you wanted it. Ooh. Did you already come off the game, or are you going over to the PvP area?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want to just go on there and just run around in circles, honestly. I'd rather just watch people fucking get shit on Overwatch.
That's pretty much all I'm doing right now, is either doing a dungeon running in circles, you know, or just doing all this.
The thing I don't like about this game is there's no work towards each gear. It's just completely random.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing with Diablo, isn't it? It's supposed to be like a random, like, looter. That's the issue.
Yeah, like you can target farm weapons, but you can't target farm weapons or
No,
jewelry or.
it's still just random. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm literally.
Well, your target farm is what's it called, isn't it? Your target farm is Helltide. Yeah, but that's what you have to do. Like, you're just gonna have if you want jewelry, then you basically just need to come off the game and then every hour come on and do Helltide. Well, I go on Twitch, chill, and then when the Helltide fucking timer's up, come on and do Helltide. Get all your stuff, come off the game, and then wait another hour and then do that again. And just flick between Twitch and that. Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's like with, what's it called? That's like with Diablo 3, where it's like you get to a stage where you have to grind a ridiculous amount and you may not even get your piece of gear. Oh, yeah. There's no reward in this game.
Yeah, like you can grind for 2-3 hours on that game and just get nothing for your time.
Yeah.
The gold that you pick up in those 2-3 hours can go in 10 seconds.
Yeah, the gold just goes too quick. Like it, and the thing is you think you build gold fast, but you really don't, because when you're in this PvP area and you actually look at how much gold you're getting when you're selling items and stuff, you don't get a lot. And especially if you're not selling legendaries as well, when you're actually salvaging them, you know, for their what's it called, their resources, you get even less.
Yeah.
So like I salvage all my stuff, the legendaries. So obviously, I'm just selling the epic gear, which is a lot less because each legendary will sell for like 50k, maybe more. So that's another thing as well. But I don't know. The way I see it is I don't see the point of complaining about stuff like that. Because if you look at where the game is at right now, do you really think that they're going to sit there and make a small change like that when they've got so many other problems that they seem to not be able to fix? Like, for example, having resistances. Yeah, I don't think they are. Because the thing is, it's there's no way they've got the time. Like, if you're telling me... Because a lot of people are speculating now that they removed... Yeah, don't worry. I'll follow you after the stream. Oh, good, buddy. Oh, I was just looking at something. Sorry, there's someone come up. Yeah. That's the thing, because a lot of people were speculating that the 70 to 100 or maybe 80 to 100 is so boring in this game because they took out the tier 5 that was supposed to be in this game, and then because they didn't have the time to actually make any content for season 1, they putting that tier 5 in season 1 and pretending like it's content that was supposed to be there when it's not, which would make sense really, because the one thing that this game, well, I say one thing, but there's a lot of things it's missing, but one of the biggest things is that there's absolutely zero content or any reason to play once you hit level 70. There is no point to playing the game. You're playing it either because you want to, but you're not working towards anything, you're just going in circles. There's nothing to do. So, and I'm wondering if, though a lot of people are also speculating that they took the tier 5 out of the base game and then put it in season 1 and pretending like it's actually new content when it's not, which, to be honest, is very likely 100% true. Because, I mean, if you go look at the placement of where tier 5 would go, which is right there, that would kind of add up to where, like, you'll go to tier 4, get to, say, 70, maybe some 75, and then you go to tier 5. And then from there you go to 100. But look at me. Well, you saw the state of the base game. This game is just barely functioning. So the thing is, there's no way that they had the time. They have the time to make any content for season 1. They've got too many things to fix in the base game. Well, right now, to be honest, Diablo's holding good numbers, which is surprising because I thought it would drop off sooner. But I think the thing that I miscalculated was the fact that There's absolutely 0 games right now in the middle of where they've released Diablo that could actually take any viewers away from it. Because there is no games.
The thing
So...
the way it's designed, the grind is the joke. A lot of casual players are doing it. Once they get to 100, it'll be
Yeah.
it's really not.
But what about it? It is. I'll tell you in a minute. That's why I'm not doing damage. I'll tell you in a minute. Well, let me look at the board. So my 5th board, it would be the last board. I've got. Well, I don't meet the secondary requirements, but I get crit damage, damage to healthy, crit damage, damage to healthy again, and then I get 25% damage to healthy there, plus another 15% crit strike damage, and the bonus is another 25% damage to healthy enemies if requirements are met, which I don't meet yet. So I'll get that. Then the legendary node is every time I pop my ultimate, that's got a 30% damage increase, and then you gain 10% flat damage for 20 seconds, which is basically up all the time. Then the other 2 nodes, because I run that same node you do in that last slot, where you boost the rare nodes. You know how it boosts some by a percentage, I think it is. I don't know, is it called diminish or something like that? Let me have a look, what's it called? I've maxed it out already, you know, because, well, what are you supposed to do, right? Because when you're going through... There's turf, exploit, combat. Where the fuck is my other one? It's in here somewhere. I don't know why it's not showing up, but anyway. Guess they don't know why. Anyway, yeah, but that's supposed to go in that slot. Then I get another 10% damage from that rare node, plus when you put the boosted to rare nodes next to it, and then I get 4% maximum life. So I do get quite a bit of damage in my last tree. But I don't know if it's like, and then around.
3 trees on the, because obviously the trees are different for each class. Right?
Yeah.
There's 3 of them that are just toe.
Oh no, there's like, what on your you're running or just ones you didn't pick?
Well, I run like a couple of the rare nodes out of it, but I don't even go close to the legendary powers.
Well, there's one. Well, in the build that I'm following, one of them there's a legendary power that I decided to miss, which is your marksman skill, which is your basic skill, grants your next cutthroat skill, which is my main damage deal, 25% increased damage. And then, but it's only your next one, so it's the first one. And none of the others. So I decided to skip that and go back down into my other tree where my first glyph is. And then add more cutthroat skill damage through that, through the dex. And that's got 100% more skill damage now. So I'm gaining a lot more damage from that. Plus there's more closer damage as well. So it should work out way stronger than what I would be using for that node, because it takes 8 to get to that node, and I put that exact same amount in the others, and I gained like probably like 130% more damage in comparison to 25. At least it should work that way, unless that glyph is broken in some way. But if you read it, if it works as it's read, it's just the 25% on the next one that you do, and it means you have to switch between basic, then your main core, then back and forth. Yeah, it's not good. But anyway, yeah. But my last board does have quite a bit of damage stuff in it. So it's not too bad. But I don't know if it'll keep up. I don't... Well, it might also be how the boards are set up though as well. Like, because you may have to pick boards that are either more tanky or to give you a different stat to begin with and then get damage boards later on. I don't know. Like, I've not seen the board for that. I don't know anything about it. I just know the way this one's set up. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of...
board that is for earth skill damage. You have a whole board that's for werebear skill. Like,
yeah.
And they can like built into it.
Well, there's a shitload of boards on here that are unusable in this build. But the ones that you can choose are pretty good.
But they don't even give you actual damage.
Which is funny because that's one of the strongest classes in the game as well. That's what's funny about it. Like, but obviously it's not broken necessarily just because of its paragon. It's just because of its powers, like the legendary powers that it gets and the way that they work and the multipliers. But yeah, that's what's funny is you was like, oh yeah, it's like how you was complaining the other day. Like all you get is a weapon and a totem, right? Whereas I get 2 daggers and a crossbow, and the barbarian gets more, and yet your class is miles stronger than both of these. Well, it might not be miles, but it's quite a lot stronger. It's not miles stronger, but it is quite a lot stronger. No, but it's no, but the difference is, yeah, yeah, but the difference is you don't. The thing is the reason it's broken is it's not nothing to do with its damage, even though its damage is also very, very unbalanced. It's to do with the fact that the class has 0 flaws. It has no flaws. What's its flaw? It's near enough invulnerable to damage. It has the best movement speed. It's good on mobs. It's good on bosses. It's actually one of the best on bosses.
Yeah, but the thing
it has no flaws.
It's invulnerable to damage against mobs that are like 10 levels higher.
Yeah, but the difference is. Yeah, I believe it. But the difference is that jumps for every other class as well. But the difference is that class. Yeah. The difference is the class just simply has no flaws to it either way. I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. There might be one guy, but that's also partly because that's also because a lot of the other people that have done it with other classes are cheesing broken shit. It's not necessarily because the classes are better. It's because they're abusing something. Like, that guy may have done it, and one guy doing it does not mean the class can necessarily do it. But actually having even a glimpse of hope that a class that doesn't exploit the fucking game can do it makes it better than all of those other classes by a mile. Just by that one feat alone, by that one guy. Because it proves that if you was to get the perfect rolls that you need, which is basically impossible, but if somehow you did, you would be able to complete a Nightmare 100 without exploits, which, from what you've been telling me, doesn't seem very possible. But bar that one build, which is very, very broken.
There's other classes that have done it. I've seen a sorcerer do it.
Yeah.
Sorcerer's resistance, like they get affected the most by the resistances, and they can do it.
Yeah, they do. They do. But I've also seen the state of that sorcerer as well. And, I mean... Whoa, that's a fucking 812. Hold on. Core. Oh, you suck. Oh, why have you got bad stats? Yeah. The difference is that the sorcerer does have flaws. The problem is, it's one of those where you see... What does that have on it? Oh, no, that's bad. The problem is, you only see their best runs. Like, that sorcerer, yeah, he may have done it, but he might have also tried fucking 500 of them just to do it. It's not like he's doing it, and then he just pops another one and goes and do it, and he just pops another one and goes and do it. No, he doesn't. He does like 500 runs, and then he gets one lucky one where he just...
Make it seem like the druids do.
No, I know it's not. No, but that's the point I'm making. I'm just making the point that these guys doing it, right, they're doing like 500 plus tries, probably more, to be honest, just to get it to work. That's the difference. But the difference is the druid just does not have any flaws to it. It doesn't matter how high it's got, it just doesn't have any flaws. A class with no flaws to it, it just can't exist, or else it's too strong. Like, there is not a single flaw to that class. And I know nothing about that class, but the basics, which is the fact that it's got the best movement speed, which is also ties into some of the best survivability, with some of the best damage. Like, it doesn't have a single flaw. It's just that simple. Every class must have a flaw somewhere, or else it's just broken.
You know what's crazy to me?
Wait, what's that?
795. Something that happened ages ago. When we had this same conversation, but about a different game.
Oh, which one's that?
And you turned around and said, Neverwinter.
Oh God. Well, now you're talking about it. I don't even. About what?
No. Alright, listen, right? You're saying that the druid is the best healing, right? For
Well,
class.
I don't know if it does have
Has
the
really
guaranteed
good
best
tankiness,
healing.
Good damage.
Yeah.
Which sounds exactly like the barbarian. You turn
Oh
around
yeah,
and
100.
class.
Oh, 100.
Class in the game.
Oh, it absolutely is. 100. And I've always stuck with that. And don't get me wrong, it does have the best... Well, didn't have the best healing because of the cleric, but it had...
By that logic, then the druid's the most balanced class in the game.
No, it's not. Well, actually, depends.
Same thing.
No, it's not. It's completely different. Well, it's not completely different. It's mostly different. And the reason why it's mostly different is because I never argued that the class was not overpowered. The thing that I argued, which none of you understood, which is baffling, is the fact that if you take someone on that class, this is a long time ago, this class is long gone, it's into history now because that fucking piece of shit is garbage now. If you was to take someone who did not know how to play the class, bar my class, because I was using, I mean, you saw my class. I mean, anyone could use the class that I built and annihilate. But go look at any other barbarian, right? And if they barely knew how to use the class, they were fucking dog shit. They could barely pull hundreds of millions, barely. Whereas you go look at someone who knows. It doesn't matter. It does not make a difference. It makes no difference about the players. And also, at that time, the players were a lot better. I don't get me wrong, there were still bots. Still bots. All the way. But they were a lot better. Like, you can't compare the players on Neverwinter now to the players then. Because the players were so much better. If compared to what they are now. Now, they're just mouth breathers. Like, it's just laughable. The best players in the game, bro, can't do 2+2. They can't even dodge a red zone. These are the best players in the game. These are the guys that people look up to when they're playing the game. Like, oh, I'd love to be as good as that guy. And you can't even dodge 2 red zones in a consecutive pattern. It's depressing. But that's not the point. The difference is the Barbarian was overpowered. And by far not even the strongest class. Because the Rogue was just way stronger in every way. Except for the few people. And by few, I mean like 3 people on the entire game that could use it well enough. The difference is with this game, because you can't compare this game to that game, because in that game, it wasn't an RNG roll. Like, just imagine that class, the werewolf, with the tornadoes, but with you being able to target the gear, like you were saying you wanted to be able to do, target the gear you need, so everyone could have the same build with the same gear, right? And they choose to build that way. You've got a bunch of people that are basically unkillable. Now, don't get me wrong, I know they can die, but they have very good tankiness. You've got very good life, very good damage on both mobs and bosses. Any class that has all of that is broken, which it is true. The only difference with Neverwinter between the two is the fact that if you put anyone on a regular barbarian and they had the build that I was using, they wouldn't do any damage. If you put someone who knew how to use the class on the same class, he would annihilate most people. That's the only difference that I made. I never disagreed with it being overpowered. It was able to one-shot most bosses in the game with a cleric and a paladin, I think, at the time. Because I don't think the Guardian Fighters were too hot then, because I think they were more DPS. Like, that's the difference between the two classes. But yeah, it's true that the Guardian Fighter, not Guardian Fighter, the Great Weapon Fighter was overpowered. But only to the few people that could use it properly. Bar my build, because even you used it. But the thing is, you're not really a good example either, because you was not bad. Your Hunter Ranger very rarely ever got beat. So you knew how to play the game at a high level anyway. So you using yourself as an example kind of stabs you in the back anyway, even if you was to try. Because you was actually able to play the game.
Oh no, it's just because people don't know how to set classes. Like, that's all that was.
So the thing is, if I was to put like a completely random player, just a random dude on my class, even though it was built to the fucking 9s and it was basically the most built weapon fighter on the game, at the same time, they probably still won't do any damage. It's only because you actually know how to play the game at a basic level, right, with every class, that you was able to just dominate with my class without really even knowing how it works that well. That's the difference. It's like, but anyone else, any other weapon fighters you ever saw, and you can't even deny it because you've seen them yourself back in the day, where you get weapon fighters and they'd literally be bottom of the fucking damage board besides the cleric when they've got all the fucking best gear, all this stuff. And that's because they're not overpowered in the sense of they're not overpowered in the sense of the way the class is played. It's just overpowered when the right person uses it with the right gear and with the right timing, and a cleric, obviously, because everyone needed a cleric. That's the difference with this game. If it won't work the same way, Because you'll never be able to build that werewolf build to the same level you've likely seen that guy on that video, because the likelihood of you getting all those drops is basically non-existent. To get the rolls that he's got, there's gear he's got that you haven't even seen. There's no way you're going to build to that level unless you're super lucky.
Yeah, there's no way.
But that's the point.
That's
What?
why I feel like you need to be able to target farm in that game.
Yeah, and I don't disagree.
It's so random.
I don't disagree with the target farming. The point I'm making is it don't matter what class it is. I'm not specifying and targeting your class because you play it. I'm targeting it because the point is still valid that any class that can do everything, it don't matter whether we play it or not, any class that can do everything is broken. If there's a rogue build out there that can do everything and literally can't die, then it needs to be fucking nerfed. I stand by the same point. I'm not using that build. This class has plenty of flaws to it. Therefore, it is balanced enough.
The only thing I will say is the thing that will change your mind is go watch some people run high nightmare dungeons.
Yeah, but the problem is, it's like high nightmare dungeons are just a bit of a touchy point because one nightmare dungeon is 10 times easier than the next one. It depends on what mobs spawn, what dungeon you do, what CC spawns, because that can fuck you. Like, you're unstoppable, right?
If you
but
have two glyphs, if you have two sigils, that have the same affixes and all that, right? And the same debuffs and all that, and they're, say, 10 levels apart, the difficulty is ridiculous.
I've seen. But the difference is, like I say, there's just not really any flaws to that. The only reason why more people haven't got to that Nightmare 100 is literally down to two things, and it's got nothing to do with whether the class can do it or not, or the people. It's just to do with they either can't get the gear that are needed at the highest fucking level, which is basically impossible to get, as everyone already knows, or it's the simple fact that they can't get a Nightmare dungeon that is in their favour enough to do it. That's the only thing that stops everyone from doing the same thing on that class. That's and that will stop over 99.9% of players ever doing that. The only reason is because they just won't get the gear. Like, do you know how, like, you don't really do statistics, and I haven't even done the numbers myself, but you should even be able to really think about how low the odds are of you getting that gear at the best possible roll with the best possible stats. Like, you got to remember, every stat that you need, and I don't know what stats they are, but whatever stats you need, every roll you get on a piece of gear, right, multiplies the statistical odds of you getting that. So if you need, say, 4 perfect stats, or let's say you need 3, that means that's multiplied between each other, plus then multiplied by the chance of you getting the drop to begin with. It starts getting into the point of where you might as well go fucking just try and run to Mars before you're gonna get that gear. You might as well run to Mars. That's how bad that actually gets, and that's the thing. So you really, when you sit down and think about it, it's like, yeah, one guy has managed to do it. That's just because the game's because you can't target farm, and I agree. I'd like target farming in this game. That would make this game a lot more enjoyable, because you'd go into a dungeon, right, or anything, or whatever it would be, and you would be able to say, right, I need this piece of gear. Let's go get it. But you can't do that in this game. That's just the way it is. This game will never be like that. It's never been like that. It's just a situation you run, and if you're lucky, it's like the guy who got that helmet. He sold that account for, what, 40k? I mean, how lucky. You do realise the odds of dropping that helmet is less than the odds of him winning the lottery in real life. It's a fucking video game. Like, that's how bad the drop rates are on this game. Like, just in general, in Diablo in general. Just to get a roll that perfect. It's crazy.
He did a video it was him and,
yeah. Yeah.
And they were talking, they were like, there's only 2 that got it around 500 copies.
Oh, so there's 2 people got that helmet now. I thought it was just 1.
Yeah, there's 2 people that have it.
Right, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
The thing that people don't realise is it's 2.5 million.
Yep. And also, the other thing that people want to look at is that's on average. That means that statistically, statistics is only an averaging tool. So that means that at the end of the day, you could do 5 million drops and you won't get it. It's not, do you know what I mean? It's like, yep, yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You have more odds of winning the lottery when you actually run the numbers. And so there's no, you can't really compare yourself. So I know what you're saying. One guy doing it. Yeah. Yeah. 100. Well, yeah, 100. That's not even. That's a no-brainer. If you got that fucking helmet, because that is like winning the lottery. That's like going and winning a scratch card of a drop of 40k. If someone wanted to give you that much for it, it's basically the same thing.
No one's even got that. There's not one.
But yeah, there's. Well, the thing is, some of those items, they only drop in certain locations. I mean, I saw a chart of it on Reddit. There's only certain locations it will drop. Like the Andario's Visage as well. It'll only drop in certain nightmare dungeons, and all the mobs have to be over level 85. And that Godfather sword is the same. So, whereas the Ring of Starless Skies or whatever is, you know, that one that does the reduction for your core abilities, that drops everywhere. Everywhere in the game that drops. Anything you do, that can drop. But that one...
Yeah, I don't think anyone's had it.
No, I don't think they have. Not that's been reported anyway. They may have, but not that's been reported. But that can drop anywhere. But that's what I mean. You're getting to such infinitesimally low rates that it ain't even worth ever thinking about or considering. You'll never even get it. Yep. Which is also begs the question, which you know, I get it. Why put it in the game if you can't get it? I think it's fine to have drop rates like that. If like you were saying that Asmongold was talking about, where you complete Uber Lilith and the drop rate goes up significantly. At that point, then it kind of makes sense, right? Because then if you're if you're really, really lucky, you can get it. But the likelihood is you will have to kill Uber Lilith to do it. Which is fair enough, because the only people killing Uber Lilith are level 100 players. They're the only people killing it. So, you know, it kind of makes sense. And also, those items are so crazy. But yeah, the other ones, there's no... The other ones, like the Grandfather or Godfather Sword, whatever it's called, that they only spawn in certain nightmare dungeons. They don't spawn everywhere in the world. So, you know, that makes the odds even worse for those items. Like, way worse for those items. Like, it's not even remotely close to the same thing. That's the difference. Oh, that looks weird. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this is it. Diminish. Grants 125% bonus to all rare nodes within range. And then you take 10% reduced physical damage from vulnerable enemies. That's what... Is that the one you're using? Or was using? The same... Is that...
I'm pretty sure a lot of the glyphs are different for each class.
Oh, are they? Oh, do they just... Oh, do they... I didn't... I thought it was...
I have glyphs for, like, werebear seals.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it likely is just... Okay, class specific, right. Well, this one's similar to yours with the first bit where you gain the 125%. I bet that's the same as yours, but just not the second bit, because that's probably more rogue related. I don't know what to upgrade, because I just... Yeah, I'm just going to upgrade anything. Yeah, I guess that's just very specific. I want to try and find that thing on Reddit. Someone put it in not that long ago. Yeah, oh, actually, let me Oh, here you go. The dungeon, the patch notes are out. I'll read them to you. Oh my fucking god, it's massive.
Send them to me if you want.
Yeah. This is ridiculous, by the way.
I'm gonna run downstairs quickly.
Cool. Yeah. Wait, no. It's a link, isn't it? That. These patch notes are monstrous, by the way. I'm just going to quickly... I just want to blitz through to make sure they didn't nerf any classes. Oh, they did. Yeah, they have nerfed classes. Or they've changed classes. Yeah. They've changed every class in the game. So, here we go. I'm going to read out just the class changes. If you want to look at all the changes besides that, then you can. I'm going to read them out. This is for the Barbarian. Lunging strike base damage increased from 30 to 33%. Fury generated increased from 9 to 10. Your bash, Fury generated increased from 10 to 11. Enhanced bash's fortify increased from 10 to 20%. Frenzy base damage increased from 20 to 22%. The flay, bleeding base damage increased from 36 to 40. Fury generated increased from 9 to 10. Yeah, they've done class changes, by the way, to every class in the game. They're at the bottom. They've changed all 5 classes. So they have made changes. I don't know. From what I can see, it's not... Well, the Barbarian's all buffs, from what I can see. But, yeah.
I thought the Barbarians
Yeah. Yeah, the others might get nerfed, so They're at the bottom at all 5 classes, so I'm just going to sit there and read them. Right, they'll carry on. Play is Fury Generated, increased 9 to 10. Enhanced Flay's Vulnerable chance increased from 10 to 15. Double Swing, base damage increased from 36 to 40. Kick, cooldown reduced from 17 to 13. Base damage dealt to enemies knocked back into terrain increased from 54 to 70. Charge, enhanced charge, base damage dealt to enemies knocked back into terrain increased 15 to 30. Leap, slow increase from 50 to 70. Iron Skin, barrier increase from 10 to 20. Call of the Ancients, Prime Call of the Ancients, bonus attack speed doubled to 20%. Iron Maelstrom, reduced 60 to 45%. Prime Iron Maelstrom bonus crit. Fucking wordsmith over here, bro. Increased from 10 to 30%. Prime Iron Maelstrom bonus critical strike damage increased from 20 to 40. Fucking, I'm gonna die, bro. I'm gonna die. I may not be able to do this. Yeah, this is ridiculous, by the way. Yeah, you may have to read these yourself. I've taken on a task I cannot complete. Bounding Slam base damage increased 75 to 112. The blowing Chloe. There's flat damage changes to like stuff as well. I'm gonna look at the Druid. What did they do? Earth Spike seems like a. Yeah, they're buffing all the classes. It seems like they've not actually nerfed any of them. I'm just looking to see if there's any actual nerfs. It all looks like buffs. Yeah, they just seem like they're increasing. They're pretty much just buffing everything. Everything. All the numbers are just going up. Everything is just going up with buffs. Yeah, so they're basically making every class stronger by the looks on it. That's the Druid, the Necro. See if that's the same. Yep. Basically, TLDR, every single class is getting buffs. There's shitloads of stuff. So I'm just going to go read the Rogue. Because, Invigorating Strike, Blade Shift.
These are all buffs for every
class. Yep, that's what I was saying. They're all buffs. Every class is buffed.
You know what they are, though? That's exactly what they said they were going to do. They were going to buff all the off-meta skills.
Yeah, I can see that. They're buffing everything that people aren't using. I see that. Well, the idea behind it, isn't it, is that people will use different builds.
I did get a slight buff on my Druid. Listen to this.
Oh.
Spirit generated increased from 10 to 11.
Oh. Oh.
What is that? 10 to 11.
Don't want to make it too strong. Yeah, they're pretty much just buffing. They've buffed everything. The Rogue really doesn't get any change whatsoever to my Rogue. Because it's all just, yeah. Yeah, it seems like, because it's just all items. Eyes in the Dark, there we go. Increased death trap. Oh, yeah, so they buff the other legs for my fucking unique pants from 20 to 15%, but they're useless anyway. Oh, look, would you look at that? I just got Eyes in the Dark. Well, that proves that this fucking patch ain't live yet, because my Eyes in the Dark has a max roll of 30%, which is the worst roll it can be. Sweet, sweet. This would genuinely be a crazy pair of pants if it fucking worked on anything else. I might keep them. A lot of them, well, it's to buff off meta skills, so people might actually start using stuff again. I missed a legendary apparently. Okay. Oh, that's shit anyway. I mean, I'll keep these Eyes in the Dark. Why not? Let me put them with my ears, actually. You know, because why not? There we go. Put them in my ear tab. Yeah, well, technically they're sticking to their word because they said they weren't going to nerf any classes, and they didn't nerf any classes. But they've just not actually buffed any meta skills and abilities.
I'm just glad there's no nerfs.
Yeah. They need to do something though. They've got to do something with these classes because there's too many broken builds. They need to go around and actually collect like a log of all of the broken builds and fix just those. Bring them down because there's too many exploits. That like it's up with that wizard and snapshotting, like that's just ridiculous. I mean, I know it's really only effective on bosses, but it's just a bit of a joke, like how much you can do. And that's just one of them. Like there's some weird stuff. Isn't there a build where you don't even play the game, where you just like reflect damage back, and it just fucking annihilates everything?
Oh, what for the druid?
Is it the druid that it's on?
Yeah, the druid has the strongest build in the game, but it's broken as fuck.
Yeah, it's
The
not.
monster
It's
around
not.
that big stone shield that you have.
Yeah.
There's a skill on it where you can reflect damage back.
Yeah.
On your enemies.
Yeah.
I watched a guy hit for 107 million with that.
It's just not. It just doesn't work properly. It's obviously just
Like,
just broken.
His shield walks into the groups of enemies. Like he basically just targets the elite enemies, and he just
Yeah,
walks
yeah.
up to them and they just evaporate. And I'm just like, that looks so fun to play.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but it's not. It's not
Yeah,
actually
builds
the
like that,
druid.
there's no point even fucking building shit like that because it's gonna get fixed. I'm surprised it hasn't been fixed already, honestly.
I think it's because they were afraid that people would start getting upset if they kept nerfing stuff. So they just decided with these patch notes to cool it off a bit. Because to be fair, everything since this game's release has been nerfed. Literally everything. But yeah, they buffed a bunch of off-meta stuff to make it stronger, which is good. I mean, it's necessary because you really...
That is good because you might actually see more interesting builds come up.
Yeah, once people figure out how to use them, yeah, with the changes. It is good they're doing that. Especially because I think, one, it comes at actually a pretty good time because it gives people about half a month with those changes to figure out builds for Season 1. Because then in Season 1 you might see some more interesting builds. Which would be cool. But they need to fix those broken builds though. They need to fix ones that are using actual exploits because otherwise, now people know about them, they're just going to make those characters. Because they know they can just exploit the game, presuming there's an exploitable build for a class, you know what I mean? And it's available online. If they don't patch those, most people would just pick it. Oh yeah. Yeah. Damn.
And he's just walking through one shot and everything, like, what?
Sounds like that guy just basically knows how to exploit the game, essentially. Well, I mean, hey. Yeah. The thing is that it's only helpful with him doing stuff like that is if he's actually showing how the builds work. Because if he's actually keeping them to himself, all he's doing is making it worse. Because he's essentially keeping these exploits to himself. That's if he is, I don't know. If he's keeping them to himself or he's actually showing the builds and why they're broken. Because the only way this game gets better is people like him actually showing why they're broken. What makes them broken so they can be fixed. If he's not doing that, he's just a part of the problem. Because all he's doing is exploiting the game and making the game worse. But I don't know. I don't watch him. I don't know what he does. So I don't know if he actually just makes the game worse or if he's just, you know, or if he's someone who basically bug hunts on purpose to help the game. I don't know.
time.
Get off me, biggin. Cool. I hope they never release a stat that allows you to see how many hours you spend in one area, because it will just be like 150 hours in the PvP area and 3 hours in everywhere else. I just running around, all I do is this is my life now. I just run around in circles. I go do a nightmare dungeon and I literally sit there and I think to myself, oh, why am I doing this? I could just go to the PvP, it's better. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I haven't had any gear from here for a while, like that's actually usable, but the amount of gear I've gone through, it's pretty crazy. It's quite good.
You get gear in PvP?
Oh, this is the single best area in the game.
Yeah, there was a pretty big patch, Mary.
Always
Pretty big.
by
It's the
surprise.
biggest fucking patch I've ever seen. It's, it's
Well,
massive.
Oh.
But all it is because they held a few patches.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It just
They
looks...
were regularly updating the game every few days, but then...
I mean, it gets worse, doesn't it? Because if you actually look at that above the where all the characters are, it gets even worse because then there's the massive amount of changes they've done to the dungeons and stuff. I haven't even looked at that. I should really go look at that, see what they've done. See if there's any point in doing nightmare dungeons still. Go look at that. I didn't even think of that.
At least it's a fast update.
Here. Patch notes. Dungeons, events. It's more like fixing issues, it seems like. Gameplay adjustments will be here, yeah. Significantly increase the experience rewarded for completing Nightmare Dungeons. Significantly increase the experience gained from killing monsters in Nightmare Dungeons. Helltide chests now provide substantially more bonus experience when opened. Significantly increase reward experience from completing individual whispers across the board. Fixed an issue where no experience was awarded for completing the holdout style event that can occur after finishing dungeon objectives. So yeah. Oh, that's actually quite
I'm
good.
curious to see how easy it is to power level someone in a nightmare dungeon.
This is actually this is quite good. The Helltide roaming boss will now more consistently drop higher quality loot, so he's actually worth killing.
Oh yeah, because that
yeah.
stingy, man.
Players can now teleport to their nightmare dungeon directly through the map, and weekly bonus caches from world bosses no longer have a level requirement. Now that is useful actually, because it was pretty silly that you had to be level 80 to kill to be able to open a fucking cache even. What's this one? Can I?
Have some? Does it take it off, or do we still have to wait for 80?
What? Oh, it should be off, shouldn't it? I don't know. I don't know when this patch goes live. Goes live, shall I say? If these are just the patch notes.
Live right now, there's an update today.
Oh, is there?
Do a big update.
Oh, well, that's why. See, I haven't come off the game yet. Mine will update when I come off the game. I ain't doing that. You're fucking high. If you're telling me, bro, no, I'm too lazy to reload the game, do an update and stuff. What's going to happen now is if you can't update whilst I'm on the game, bro, I don't want to know you. I'll do the update once I come off this game. It's not really important. Actually, it kind of is, actually.
Well, Mary, is his voice, like, lagging?
Sometimes it does, but not enough to...
Yeah.
Where you don't understand what he's saying.
Yeah, it goes, like, robotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Like that.
Hmm. Is it doing it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably just my internet doing its thing. It'll come back eventually. Okay,
It's
so
only like every once in a while at the end of a sentence it'll like cut it out.
okay, so okay, good to know. I'm actually glad they said something about that because now I know what my limit is. Okay. Yeah, so basically why that's happening is because I've been fucking with the bit rate on my stream to try to make it better. You know, just messing around. And I'm glad they said that because now I know that what I have it at now is just my internet's not going to accept that. I took a pretty big leap, I'm not going to lie, so
Yeah, if it's
that's
not too
why.
bad to, like, level up,
That's why it's doing that. That's why they've done that. Yeah, that's why it's doing that. But that's good. Because now I know that what's causing that. I was going to go do the nightmare dungeon, then I realised there's no point. I realise there's no point doing a nightmare dungeon because I'm going to get significantly less XP because I'm still on the game without updating it. So I'm not running the latest patch right now. So I realise I'm just wasting my time. So I'm just going to leave it on there and just make new ones.
It's live. I can open my caches now.
So yeah, I'll just wait. Well, if you're getting significantly more from Nightmare Dungeons, that'll mean that it's worth doing Nightmare Dungeons to rank up, I guess. We'll see. I don't know whether to actually come. I don't know. I was going to play some Valorant, to be fair, tonight. I was kind of in the mood for that, so I might just still do that. I was going to play last night, but then obviously I wasn't able to. So if it's lagging, that's fine, because that means that my internet's struggling at this level. That's fine. I just thought I'd mess around with it because obviously the higher you can get it, the better.
One thing that should be good is more storage. Like little storage boxes you can buy. They should like give you like 10.
Yep.
Those boxes. 'Cause you fill them fuckers up way too quick. The fact they're shared as well.
Right. Hi. Oh. Oh, jar of souls, nice. I need to invite him back tonight. Oh yeah, he invited us, that's fine. Right, I need to fucking speed up a little bit. Alright, well I'm glad I didn't do that update then. I mean, he'll probably be able to get in soon, but they've been having a lot of issues with their servers, so...
Hurry up, guy, loving my road up. Go.
Oh, I will as soon as this 1 minute infinitely long fucking queue would fuck. It's just been sat on 1 minute all done.
I must have forgot this guy when we come over. No, not. There we go.
I'd be happy with more storage. That's what they should have done.
Yeah, what we need is that. We need those other skills. We're going to get quite a bit of damage in this last 3. That's the only reason I'd want to rank up is just to get that. But yeah, I was thinking just for a bit of a change of pace, we'll play some Valorant tonight. I'll be playing solo though, because my duo's not playing for a couple months. So it seems like it's working because it says he's logged in. Oh man. We'll extract now. How many shards we got? We ain't got many up because we spent them, yeah. There we go. Cool. I thought I'd just extract the shards. Now we're nearly halfway. We nearly got another point, so that's pretty much what my goal was. I wanted to get that next point before I call the stream. No.
What?
There it is. That's pretty much all I wanted. I was just going to get... I just wanted that extra Paragon. We might get more. I'd be kind of curious. Like I said, I'd be kind of curious to see. But it can wait. It's not really important. I was thinking we'll do some Val tonight. That's what I just, you know... Because I wasn't sure whether to continue actually playing the game. And just keep my skills fresh. You know what I mean? Like, we'll do it every... Not necessarily every day, do you know what I mean? But... yeah, do it every other day. We'll grab that now because we're going to gain that anyway, the 25 and the 15% crit damage. We just don't have enough yet for the 25% damage to healthy mobs, but we need that and then strength for that and intelligence for this, but this will give us 10 intelligence, so that will help a little bit. Three ranks of Twisting Blades and Lucky Hit Chance and Dex. So, I mean, besides the attack speed, if we could get crit hit chance on that, they'd be quite good. I'd be dropping the attack speed, but that wouldn't be a bad thing, right? I mean, the trap skill cooldown would disappear as well. That's the only thing. But then you get lucky hit chance, which goes up. We could fuck with them shortly, but we don't have a lot of gold, so...
Good addition to my wares.
Because we were trying to upgrade that chest piece as well, weren't we? Yeah, I'm going to start selling legendaries as well. That just don't meet up to my expectations because it'll be more gold. And we need gold right now. Because I don't feel like we need legendary shard pieces, so...
I would like that.
3 ranks of Shadow Step, no, they're bad. Can't use that. Nope. Okay. I'm going to go to Kyoba Shed quickly. We'll do like a couple rolls on them. The thing is, they are better because they're like 797. But we would lose the attack speed and the trap skill cooldown, which... all that for lucky hit chance, I don't know. It might be worth it though.
Hell no.
Ooh, sorry.
I'm wondering if it's because everyone's relogged, you know, in Europe, and that everyone's trying to get on at the same time.
Well, that gives me 7.5 out of what though? Out of 8. Wow. Yeah, so that'd be quite nice. We should try those. What's the skill? Yeah, we should try those out because now we're getting the lucky hit chance as well, but we lose the attack speed and trap skill cooldown, which might be quite bad. That's the only thing. That's that. That's days. No, we're looking for... the other one. This one. That's max roll. I have 2 max rolls. Do I have one that's maybe like close to a max roll? I don't want to use a max roll because I don't feel like these are going to be that good because we're losing the attack speed and the trap skill cooldown, but we gain lucky hit chance and dex, but we don't need dex. That's the thing. Thing is, they're good, but we don't need the dex. That's the thing. What we need is if it was intelligence or something, but they're better. But they're 790 to 769. I don't know. I don't know whether to take them or not. I'll think on it. Let's not do it right now. Okay. So I am going to log off now though. So
the game start game pending. It's just
right.
stuck on that screen for ages.
I'm going to call it there for now. So I'll be back after with likely some Valorant. So have a good one.